Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode, and I am fooling around with the Xiphias. That's right, the summer event Ryzian ship, and this is it. I really like how it looks. I love the way it looks. So, kind of like this, it almost looks like a cat, doesn't it? Like the ears pointed up, like you know, the points of the ears are right here. The eyes would be right here. But it's a mean looking ship, and it's a pretty fun ship too. I've only had this unlocked for 2 days or so. And it's among some of my favorite escort ships. And this is the full Aegis set on it. The colors are default, the white and the red. And you know what? It needs to be mean looking. So let's go. Oh, red, because red makes you go faster. But there's blue in there too. But then there's red down in here because of the deflector. I may disable the oh yeah, and then you could see the circles from the impulse trail difference. Change the or I mean disable the looks. Not sure. Well, yeah, let's go all red because red makes you go faster. And you know what? We will disable the visuals. Do I have any other visual stuff? Yes, brain engines. And I already outfitted the crew on the ship. I went with triple tactical. Now, it has great seating, and the reason I went triple tactical is I wanted to run all the fun things tactical you could do. You know, 2 fire at wills, 2 tactical team, and 2 attack patterns. If you could manage to put that on a ship and you're offensively focused with your weapons, then that's the minimum you should have. But this seating right here, it's a universal slot. I could put anybody here, and like I said, I put my tactical officer, but it's a hybrid seat for any profession, and it also supports intelligence abilities. So the 2 intelligence abilities I picked is Override Subsystem 1 and 2. And basically it's a boost to my max and current power levels, which is gonna make me insane. And I've also pulled some equipment off from other characters. And I am actually running with a Tetrion loadout. And I've always regarded Tetrion as just one step above phasers, but it's actually not that bad when you start getting some stuff to support it. And one of those things is actually, let me go to the exchange. Oh, and yes, this is 5 damage consoles plus a universal console that increases Tetrion damage even more. It's starting to get a little ridiculous here. But there's one more console you could get. And inequality. The sticky web. As you can see, this console is relatively cheap. It is very, 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 very relatively cheap. And it has a neat little thing about it where plus 25% Tetrion damage. And you could create a Tholian sticky web as well. So if you've got the money, I obviously have the money where I could throw this on, but it's a character buy not equip console. So once these are practically all sold, and they will sell pretty quick. Once people figure out, oh hey, I could get an extra damage console. It's not the greatest console, but when you lack consoles like a new character or a secondary character, this is basically, like I said, it's basically a universal console I could stick in my engineering slot for 25% extra Tetrion damage. And it synergizes well with the Vorgon console for 25% Tetrion damage. So, yeah, you could get the extra sticky web and throw it in here and run all Tetrions, and you will have a very, very fun time. Or you could just hold off and be like, no, I don't want that console, or it's going to be a fun console while I have it, but as soon as I replace it with other consoles, like from a set, then what am I going to do with this console? So there's also that as well. Like, this console is fun, don't get me wrong, it is very fun for the extra damage, but it's not crucial to have it. And, it's cheap enough where, it's not going to hurt you or anything. So, yeah, it's a cheap piece of gear. There's not that many on them for so cheap. And if you want to pick them up, to do a specified Tetrion build for this ship, you can. So we're going to beam up and we're going to get started on the next mission. So, all red, because red makes you go faster. But there's blue bits on the ship too. Where are there blue bits on the ship? So we're going to go ahead and reactivate the visuals. And that's what happens, is blue lines on our ship. Like, disable visuals. See how they're just black? And then enable visuals, and there's blue lines like everywhere. Like, the blue just becomes more pronounced, basically. Probably be good and look nice and black. Oh, and then down in here, basically this is where the impulse or warp trail. No, impulse trail is basically on the ship, is in this no space, this void of space. But we'll disable the visuals again. And this, I like this. Like, this is my favorite. Like, I'm a sucker for honeycomb patterns. That's a hexagon pattern. No, it's a honeycomb pattern. No, it's a hexagon pattern. And the way you could tell it's a hexagon or a honeycomb is the orientation of the six-sided shape. If the point is up and down at the top and bottom, basically the point is pointed north and south, or up and down, it is a honeycomb pattern. If it's pointed to the left and to the right, then it's a hexagon pattern. Yeah, hexagon has flat tops, basically, or the points are pointed to the left and the right. Whereas a honeycomb, points are pointing up and down, and the left and right sides of the shape are flat. Some pointless knowledge. But no, enough me ranting. Let's go on the next episode for the Solanae Dyson. And it is surface tension. Admiral Tuvok. Recent events have underscored the threat posed by the Undine, the native species of fluidic space. These aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, by using their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities in an attempt to form a united front against this threat. Oh, that's another sentence. No wonder it sounded strange rolling off my tongue. In an attempt to form a united front against this threat, I have called for a summit to discuss the means by which the various governments of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location for the talks will be the Solanae Dyson sphere. Control of this site is currently under dispute by the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic. However, I believe that access to the sphere should be a secondary concern to that of the threat of the Undine. Your experience in the field may prove a valuable perspective as well as a moderating influence. Please attend as a representative of the Federation. This mission can only be completed as a single player. So, lots of good goodies in this, and we're going to accept. Now, I believe I could start it from here, and if not, that's fine. I will just warp out. And then I'll be at the Dyson gate, and I can start it. Let's begin surface tension.
Last time on Star Trek Online.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed. Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solanae Dyson sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now, the continuation.
So that was basically a recap of everything that's happened up to this point, and that was very low.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Solanae Dyson sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
So, like I was saying, that was the old video because everyone was wearing the old uniform before everyone got switched to these nifty, beautiful Odyssey costumes. So that video is old. It's kind of not bad, but a little shocking, and plus the volume was way low. I wonder what the hell that was about. So let me... Still the same. Well, we'll speak to Captain Sean. Whoops.
Good to see you. I'd say you're right on time, but it looks like everyone else wants to be fashionably late. We're still finishing preparations for the conference, and Admiral Tuvok is already there. The Klingon and Romulan delegates will arrive soon, so we should head inside as soon as you're ready.
Lead on, Captain Sean. And I have this big hulking minigun strapped to my back. Oh, there's also something I should note is, since the Agent of Yesterday expansion came out, there's some missions that are sort of really not responding like they should. And what I mean by that is, some missions you have to literally wait a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes after completing an objective before server-side registers that you completed it. But it could also be due to just the huge load of players that influx because Agents of Yesteryear came out and, the Temporal Agent event. I should do an episode on. But we will speak with Tuvok.
Thank you for joining us here. We need assistance with preparations for the conference. The Romulan and Klingon delegations are still in private deliberations, but other delegates are arriving. Several preliminary tasks remain before we can begin the presentation. Your support in this matter would be appreciated.
Continue. All for a security team. Alright, post security at the projector, Klingon delegation, and at the Romulan delegation.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Oh, to the projector.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Go with the Romulans.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Go with the Klingons. Your facial ridges are enough to rival their forehead ridges. Stop the argument.
This Cardassian thug is trying to push Bajor out of this conference. We have as much of a right to be represented here as any other world, more than the Cardassians. They're not even part of the Federation or the Klingon Empire.
Remain calm. What's the basis of this dispute?
I simply pointed out that as a Federation member world, Bajor has no need to send an independent diplomat to this conference. After all, Bajor has no separate planetary interests that would require their attendance here. The Federation speaks for them.
That may be difficult to be so, but I am sure we can find an equitable solution for everyone.
I thought Federation membership meant Starfleet would look out for Bajor's interests. Obviously, I was wrong.
Oh. My apologies, Bajor is an equal partner in the Federation.
I simply pointed out that as a Federation member world, Bajor has no need to send an independent diplomat to this conference. After all, Bajor has no separate planetary interests that would require their...
This is the same thing, so, okay.
The Federation speaks for them.
That's an unfair characterization. The Bajorans have had a gateway to the Gamma Quadrant in their space for decades. We value their experience and their opinion.
I wouldn't exactly say that the state of Bajor inspires much confidence. After all, it is a Cardassian space station that the Federation uses to police the wormhole. Even so, the state of security at the wormhole is far from ideal. The Dominion has taken control twice now, hasn't it?
Oh. This is a distraction from the larger issues at hand. The problems represented here are larger than a single world or a single wormhole. Ooh, no. Cardassian protection of Bajor was not exactly trouble-free either.
I am appalled. The Detapa Council has made great strides to improve our relations with neighboring systems, especially with Bajor. My original point remains that Bajor, as a Federation world, does not need separate representation at this conference. I am disturbed. A simple conversation has turned into accusations of Cardassian malfeasance. We are here for a peaceful solution, after all.
Oh my god, really? My apologies, I am simply looking for a context in which to place this negotiation over security and mutual interest.
I wouldn't exactly say that the state of
Right.
Bajor inspires much
distraction from the larger
the
issue.
Federation has never made a policy of preventing member worlds from overseeing their own interests in conjunction with Federation efforts. Or is Bajor going to be treated differently than other member worlds?
We can't have an open engage in meaningful dialogue without shutting out members of the galactic community. Neither Bajor nor Cardassia should be excluded.
Well, since you put it that way, I suppose I'll just take my seat.
Ah, finally. Thank you. Friggin' Skyle, you jackass. Oh, speak to Tuvok! Pointy-eared bastard.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take the opportunity to speak with the various delegates. Having an understanding of the positions of each representative will facilitate more effective negotiations.
Continue. Speak with the delegates. The Zindi.
The Zindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history. There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Zindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Thank you. Sugihara.
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants is for all of the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
That was unexpectedly brief. Thank you, Ambassador. Because normally he does talk for a very long time. Ooh, Stas. Oh, that was tall.
I sincerely hope that the Federation is not wasting our time here. If your presentation is to explain the threat posed by the Undine, let me spare you the effort. The Klingon Empire has been aware of this threat for quite some time now.
Thank you, Ambassador. And we just need to talk. Gosh, which is just a different species of elves. Yes, Romulans, Vulcans, all you are space elves.
Thank you for the invitation. Starfleet certainly knows how to organize their meetings on a grand scale. I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
That's not the only reason we need to decide here. What about the Undine?
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
Thank you for attending, Proconsul. Please, take a position at the podium. Return to Admiral Tuvok, the lovely Vulcan bastard.
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated.
Understood. I'll finish the preparations and then direct people to their seats. Oh, I can't speak English this morning. Reconfigure the room. Galactic star map or continents. on the planet, or not the planet, the Dyson sphere. The inside topography, or the topography on the interior surface of the sphere. That would make sense. Tell people to take their seats. I'm just jumping all over this poor guy's head. Oh.
Yes, yes.
Get to your seat, Rugenskal. Cardassian spoon-headed bastard.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
Thank you for taking your seat. Still standing?
Huh. Yes, I will take my seat.
I suppose we can begin.
And start the conference! Yay! After like 10 minutes of exposition.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of $500,000 of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
A massive fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Direct to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Kamiku!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. We must stop the Undine from breaching Earth's defenses.
Beam out.
Species 8472 is already boarded Earth space dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible. I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. there are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
Any word from Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth's space dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We need to split our forces if we're going to stop the Undine in multiple locations.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
Understood. We'll head toward the space dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting.
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
Fortescue and Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
Wait. Something's not right. I don't have energy feedback conductor. What? Oh, it's from the Aegis set. Oh, like, because it's using the same icon as the Cascade feedback science ability. And I'm not really going to attack. I'm just going to let allies do my dirty work for now. Well, I just said do nothing. Okay, I can't sit and do nothing because I'm getting aggro now. So why didn't I configure my ship stuff sooner? I need my other attack pattern. Or tactical team, I mean. Start rocking and rolling. Oh, I need OSS here actually. Which means I need to swap my tech teams around. Attack pattern. Beam fire at will. Everything's all messy right now. I know I'm missing stuff because I have my engineering abilities still. Like rotate shield frequency, EPS, engineering fleet, Nadion, and then I have my timeline stabilizer. Right. That's all of that. And what else? This. Alright. I think that's everything. Assist the allies! Alright, now we're ready.
Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage.
Wow, why is the lighting being all crazy right now on Earth? That's another thing. Hopefully when they fix the lighting engine, it'll fix some of that weird lighting stuff that just happens. The planet Earth is becoming rainbow colors for no apparent reason. I'm just slicing through shields with this Tentrions, but that's what they're supposed to do, is slice through shields. Whew. I already got level 2 mastery on the ship. Ah, the Tethys Bio Dreadnought. Let me slice your shields away. Ooh, your shields are down. They are down.
Any ships still in range? There are Undine ships
Oops.
attacking keys.
Accidentally skipped it.
Any ships still in range? There are Undine hunting parties on Earth space dock. We're fighting them, but comms are spotty. I was lucky to get an external signal working. Any assistance you can spare?
What happened? Where's the rest of the fleet?
There are Undine ships attacking key sites across the quadrant. Our ships are responding to everything they can, but we're stretched thin. When the Undine arrived here, they damaged every ship in the system, hit the orbital platforms, and then most of them just left. Automated defense systems are offline. We're struggling just to keep control of the station.
Render what assistance we can.
I've received orders from New Romulus. In light of this situation, the Lisette is being recalled to defend the homeworld. I will contact you if there is any change.
Stood. Admiral Tuvok, recommendations.
The boarding parties on Earth space dock should be our main concern. The Undine will be attempting to cripple Starfleet operations, gain valuable data, and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Oh, that's a very Vulcan way of saying, you're my bitch, come with me. Oh.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear. We must ascertain the whereabouts of Admiral Quinn and expel all Undine boarders. Teams from other ships, including some Klingon and Romulan vessels, have beamed to lower decks here on the station. While their willingness to assist us is unexpected, their desire to see this enemy stopped is gratifying.
So, remember how I said when Agents of Yesteryear came out, some things aren't working as they should in missions? Well, this is one of them. This Undine is supposed to be dead on the ground. Instead, his pose is, well, I mean, he's dead, because I can't target him. I cannot tab select him. But his animation is idle instead of dead. Oh, yeah. Like this Starfleet poor security bullion. You're still breathing and moving. Why can't I revive? Why can't I revive? So that is why... How about you? Are you dead too? That is why the people are dead. Yep, they're dead. But these guys, their animation's not. Where are you moving? Dead, right? I can't resuscitate you. Here's somebody crying nearby. Fuck!
Everything hurts. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok.
What happened here?
I don't... What? The windows. They came through the windows, walking on the hull. I don't know. After the Klingon and Borg attacks during my cadet cruise, I thought working at Earth Space Dock would be less... traumatic.
Seems very rattled, Admiral. What can we do?
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance it is necessary.
Do what you need to do, Tuvok. I will keep watch.
My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
Did Rock just say meow? I should have put these down sooner. Oh. We're in the clear!
I'm feeling better now. Thank you. The Undine, yes. They just appeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise and none of the defense systems worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want, but they've been systematic about their attacks. They want something.
Come with us. We'll get through this together.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere description. Phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby.
Or survivors!
We need to manually activate the fire.
Oh.
We need to...
Oh. Whoops. Let's activate the fire suppression systems. Yay. So, oh yeah, this is old Earth Space Dock, by the way. How it used to look. Before it got revamped to what it is today. I forgot to check if my ground traits were correct in between episodes. Oh well. Fake items. It is kind of hilarious just seeing these Undine standing when they should be dead. Oh, examine injured officer. Can you live? Yes. Or fine. Emergency beamed out. This is like zombie Undine.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm gonna help hold this position. I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
We'll find Admiral Quinn. Stay safe. You extended the
damage is extensive, but we will rebuild. First, however, we must drive species 8472 back to fluidic space.
Like I was saying, this Tellarites idle pose is wrong as well. They're supposed to be floating in space, but now they're just like idle in space. Hello. Hello. These little mess ups are gonna make some of these episodes tremendously hilarious because, yeah, I already encountered them on my Agents of Yesteryear character. They're just hilarious when they happen the first time. I was like, why is this happening? This is not supposed to be. Oh god, that's hilarious. But since I already know they're coming, I'm just like, prepare yourselves, people. Just prepare yourself. Admiral Quinn, we saved you. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, he was supposed to actually transform into an Undine, and he really didn't. He just spawned. So yeah, these missions are a little bored right now. The old command room for ESD in the very center. Some people miss the old ESD. I don't blame them.
The shape-shifting nature of species 8472 makes them a dangerous foe. We will have to proceed with caution to avoid being caught unaware again. Clearly, Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be still alive elsewhere on the station. The logical course of action amid so much chaos will be to re-establish the chain of command.
I'm open to suggestions. How should we proceed?
Perhaps we can establish more reliable communications by directly linking to the Starbase's internal systems. The consoles here can be used for that purpose. Make the attempt. I will keep watch for more Undine.
Good, I'll link to the internal comms.
Who is this? Communications are damaged. One moment. This is Admiral Quinn.
Good.
What is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you.
Be there soon, Admiral. Stay alert for more imposters. That's what I forgot to give to this character. My kit modules. But that's fine. Like I said, this was going to be more of a representation of what a free-to-play player would possibly expect. And I gotta put down my phasers and my quantum mine. And the more quantum water and chronoton mine. And you're dead. Right. And we go up here, and then we drop down into the firefight. Turret down. Order down. Talk to Admiral Quinn. Quinn is dazed, but he does not appear to be critically injured. Hang in there, Admiral. drop down from. Talk to Admiral Quinn.
Thank you. Now maybe we should... Commander Egan.
Egg?
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said...
The weak will perish. And you are weak.
What just happened? Why is that Andorian behind him? What's going on? That was just weird.
He is tapping into the biochip's power.
They got dropped down in front of me. Not a great spot for them. Orbital strike! Not mean a melee. Well, kill again! Got him. Accolade complete. Cracking eggs. Oh, bad puns. Eggin is called Egg. And you're supposed to be dead, but you're standing because animations in this mission are all borked because of the Agents of Yesterday update. Broken, things are broken.
Egan was an Undine? That would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming, and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
What are your orders, Admiral?
Egan. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok. Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us. Tuvok! Tuvok!
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This
was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
Captain Quarren.
Come. Kronos may not have much time. The Federation and the Empire have been at war for far too long. Now we must join together for the common good.
Medoc, 1 to beam up, lay a course for Kronos, maximum warp. And I know this episode's already an hour long, and I am going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right here.
We have arrived in the Kronos system. At this time,
So, yeah, I aborted the mission. But, yeah, so, as you can see, warp to Kronos and continue an Empire Divided, which we will in the next episode, because this one already ran for an hour long, and this is one of those very long missions with a lot of exposition and story. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and come back for the conclusion. This Dyson Solanae arc. Have a good one, folks. See you in just a moment, because this episode is going to